Penalty for delivering his speech.
It was a bright, sunny day, and a man was sitting alongside the shores, watching the waves soar and roar. The setting was perfect for anyone, but the man was dejected because he didn't have money, he didn't have children, and to make the things worse, his mother had got just blind. Suddenly, out of the blue, a genie appeared and asked him, "Oh young man, you seem to be perturbed and remorseful. I have the power to fulfill one wish of yours." The man recollected his senses quickly and said, "My one and only wish is to see my mother watching my wife with awe and delight, putting a $10 million necklace around the neck of my daughter in my Rolls-Royce car parked in my bungalow built on 6 acres of land at the Beverly Hills." Wow! One wish? Are so many dreams intertwined in it? Mr. President, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. You are right. It was indeed a joke. On surface, it reflects the greed of the man. But deeper inside, it has a scream. Why can't I dream big? Now, a couple of stories. True stories. A young boy from a tiny village in southern India leaves his home in quest to make a decent living. Dished by the man who brings him to Mumbai, he starts working as cleaner and later as chaiwala, or what we call tea boy, at a small-time restaurant. In less than 2 years, he makes enough money or saves enough money to put up his own cart selling dosas. In another 2 years, he rents a space to sell dosas of different kinds. After some time, McDonald's opens its outlet in the vicinity. The man thinks, why can't dosa also be sold through a chain of restaurants? And there, the dream of Dosa Plaza is born. Yes, I am talking about Prema Ganapati, who has under his sleeves more than 45 Dosa Plazas in India, New Zealand, and in the Gulf. A $6.5 million business enterprise. Now let me turn my compass towards Saudi Arabia. T.K. Rabiullah was in the news recently for having been awarded the coveted Best Non-Resident Indian Award. He had started his career and has worked on a partly salary of 600 riyals. Today, he owns more than 50 multi-specialty hospitals across the Gulf region. He claims he did not accept misery to be his destiny. The history is replete with such examples. Those people never let their disabilities or circumstances bog them down. They believed in what Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "The time is always right to do what is right." Friends, if it was right for us to see dreams as children, it is perfectly right for us to see dreams as adults. Contrary to the belief that we stop dreaming when we grow as adults, I believe we just don't have the courage to pursue our dreams or express our dreams. I remember one day I was taking my wife and 2 children to the airport for them to catch the flight. We got stuck up due to traffic jam. My son, who was 6 then, asked me, Papa, why can't we have 2 wings on your car so that it can take us to India. Yes, the way we fly in and out of space today is owed to people who had the courage to express the dream as well as to take a few steps forward, however silly they seem then as they seem today. We get threatened by the thought of failure and the fear of being ridiculed and criticized. Our inner self begs us, please, please save me from ignominy and humiliation of facing the laughing faces, and we convince ourselves to stay where we are. Instead of longing for what we are meant to dream.
Yes.
Whenever such a thought or fear bogs you down, remember what Helen Keller said. She said, the only worst thing more than blind is to have sight and no vision. In that one sentence, she decimated and pulverized all fears and myths. Even today, there are people who do not let their physical abilities to come in between their dreams. They redefine the realities not by their physical limitations, but the size of their dreams. Jessica Fox was born without arms, but she pursued her dream to be a taekwondo champion and a pilot, and she succeeded in it. When I was showing the picture of Jessica to my daughter, she was amazed to see her achievements, and she said, "Papa, did you see how happy and smiling she is?" I realized then, what makes us then not to be happy? Friends, I'll not mind if you forget what all I said today, but I'll be thrilled if you remember the only one wish: dream. Back to you.